At Method, we're a high-end visual effects boutique. I think if anybody was to describe Method, one of the first words would probably be photorealism. We're blessed and cursed with the fact that people come to us with really difficult jobs. There's a lot of projects where we're designing something that hasn't been done before, and we really commit to a project. That's why we are such big proponents of previs. It really helps us work out a lot of the potential problems that we might come into on set when we're in the visual effects portion of the job. Directors that we've done it with love it.
For this Pepsi commercial, Maya was a huge help before we even shot it. One of the things that was really important for this project was prevising it. Some of these shots, we had a ball bouncing off a concrete pillar, getting hit by a train, and we had to make that in a camera move. We had to basically make the whole commercial before we make the commercial. Once we had done that, we were able to extrapolate the camera data and the animation data from Maya and input it into a MoCo rig that we were using on set. We were able to get scripts out of Maya that we were able to give straight to Flame.
We've created a pretty good pipeline from Maya to Flame. One of our engineers figured out a way to take the 3D track from the background, and then with the animation of the ball they created in Maya, and marry that with the 3D track of the foreground plate to create a Flame action setup. So the guy was exactly proper scaled to the ball, which made our lives a lot easier because it was all physically accurate.
One of the biggest things in commercials is deadlines. The render layers are unbelievably useful. We were able to make scripts that could go through and assign geometry, assign shaders to the proper render layer. And it was just a matter of just like running a script and you could set up a file. It's saved us weeks on many projects. And on this Pepsi spot that we worked on specifically, it was 100% necessary.
Like this expedition. What's going on? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Do you see that?
Our approach for Nessie was to shoot as much as we could practically so that it was grounded in reality.
The monster was rigged as a CG animated monster. We used Mental Ray for our monster render, which Maya's integration of Mental Ray has been very helpful. That's our core rendering solution. In the end, we had to piece a lot of different elements together with one camera move.
On set, it was all motion control, even though the motion control didn't line up too well, so you needed to match everything up and bring in long clips and figure out what pieces could go from this take and that take, and that's where Flame really excelled. Our batch setups in Flame were pretty intense. Since it was basically all one shot, the setup spanned a huge time span of 200, 300 frames. And so you needed to incorporate everything all at once, anywhere from 25 to 75 layers, depending on what exactly was needed at the time. The amount of work that we do and the amount of clips and everything we deal with and the pace that we work at, we really need the interactivity of Flame.
Clients are asking for things to be done often in a shorter time frame, so we need to address that in certain ways. There are two really important factors. There's the tools that you're using and the talent. And my artists are using Maya and Flame. When you're in a commercial environment and you have a really short schedule, you need things done fast and you need the interaction, there really isn't any other way to do it except for doing it on the Flame. So that's why we're committed to using it. We don't feel like there's anything else out there that allows us to do what we do on a daily basis to meet the deadlines that we have to meet.